y'all. Bear with me. Sorry, y'all. I had to jump over to a new stream. Hopefully, y'all can see everything right. Hey, Slab Buster. Thanks for being here, man. Hey, babe. I want to apologize for the difficulties I had getting on here. Golly, it's always something. Let's see, y'all bear with me. We got a bunch of noise in the background as usual, but there's nothing I can do about it, y'all. Check out the new banner up here. Huge shout out to B&M for sending it in. I have so it's gonna be like kind of the live stream zone right here. Let's see, y'all bear with me. I'm trying to multitask right here. Okay. What's up, Television Pilot? What's going on, man? Don Magic, Live Scope. What's going on, Juan? Thanks for being here. So yeah, how's everyone been doing? It's been a little while since I've been live, but I'm trying to see, y'all bear with me. I'm trying to see how this looks on here. But pretty cool banner they sent. Really huge shout out to B&M. Television Pilot, nice living that pro life. I'm trying, that's for sure. Frank Serrano, thanks so much for being here. Yeah, we're having a great evening. Hope you are as well. Slabbuster Crappie Expo this weekend in Birmingham, waiting to see what they pull out of Logan Martin. Yes, I'm seeing everyone over there. Hopefully here in the next year or two, I'll be able to get over there. I don't care to fish the tournament. I just want to go just mingle and go to the expo and enjoy that kind of stuff. But maybe next year, you know, if I can keep this going long enough and grow enough to where I can justify that, I'd love to go out there. What's up, Daryl? Daryl Jackson, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. DeSoul, thanks for being here. Paul, hello from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thanks so much, Paul, for taking time out of your evening to join me. Slabbuster says fishing hasn't been that great on the Coosa River, but gonna be some hammers in it. We'll catch them. Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. I'm gonna try and be like a little more interactive on these. Try to type and comment and stuff like that, but. Television Pilot, I wish they would do one at Fork or somewhere nearby. Yeah, Television Pilot, man, I'm not sure why. I know Wally's from here, so I'm not sure why he's wanting to do, wanting to go that way. He definitely seems to be gravitating toward that way. It's a good question, man. Maybe one day get Wally on here and ask him. That'd be great. Because I know Wally's from Garland, so I know he would not be. It'd be probably a lot easier to coordinate everything being closer. Yeah, I saw that picture, Slab, man. There was a lot of fish stacked up on that brush pile or whatever that was, man. What's up, Buck Reynolds? Thanks for being here. Yeah, I haven't been live in a few weeks, and you know, I really didn't have anything else to talk about. I didn't want to come on here and bore you guys with the same stuff, and so today I kind of wanted to just come on, touch base, and you know, just touch base and kind of let you know how the bite's been going, what I've been doing, things that are coming down the pipeline, stuff like that. So thanks so much for being here, everyone, again. Slab Buster, yeah, Crappie Masters 2024 didn't even schedule a derby on a Texas or Alabama lake. Kind of shocked. Yeah, you know, I might do a live or a video or something like that on this subject, but crappie tournament scene, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm really not. It seems to be very, you know, I don't know how to put it, but it's not set up and formulated like I like, and so that's why I really have no desire to fish any of them at all. I was seeing there's a tournament trail coming around the lakes around here. I don't know. I mean, I might jump in one of those on a lake that I guide on. Who knows? Just if anything, it's, you know, so close to home, and I know the lake well enough, I might try it. But outside of that, I really could care less about the tournament scene. Especially from a full-time standpoint, it just really makes no sense for me to do that. It really doesn't. It's just not something that's conducive for, you know, making money, and you got to spend a lot of money to do anything. So we'll see. Kip Bright, thanks so much for being here, Kip. Needing some crappie talk on a Wednesday night. Jason Eaton, I'm probably saying that wrong, and I will be on Fork Saturday. Nice. Hope y'all do good. I'm not sure what the weather's supposed to be like on Fork. I'll check it, but I'm not sure. But it's probably going to be pretty good weather. I've got a guide trip in the morning. I've got one Monday, and so I'm going to be pretty busy the next couple of days. I'm exhausted. I had a guide trip on Sunday and Monday, and I'm still trying to recover from that. Slab Buster, yeah, that was a clear water lake. I fished, man. It's amazing. The colder it gets, the more they stack up and will knock the pole out of your hand. Nice, yeah. I know some lakes that I need to get down there. Yep. I hear you, Slab. Those black crappie are so mean, so fun to catch. It really is pretty fun. I'm just trying to make sure everything's working. But if y'all could like this video, like this live, YouTube really likes that. That means a bunch to me. And so I'm gonna kind of get some of the you know, announcement stuff out of the way. So if you're interested, you guys, I'm still guiding. The bite's gonna still be good. I mean, all the way into November before it starts getting a little tougher. If you're interested, I'm running those trips. Weekday trips are still discounted in September. October, everything goes back to full price. Just the weekend crowds are not as bad. So if you're interested, I'll leave my website here. You can check it out and book a trip if you're interested while the bite's good, and as well as the guide trips. I'm doing the $50 drawing giveaway thing. It's just a different way for me to offer a discounted guide trip, and you know, I still have my cost covered, and you can get a guide trip for potentially $50. And so that's on my Facebook page. If you go look on there, that I'll go ahead and link my Facebook page in there too. That's all that information's on there, and as soon as we can get the spots filled up, I'll draw and get y'all out on the water. So $50 a spot, and yeah, I don't know, just trying to think of different ways to draw up some business, and you know, I think that's one of them. Yeah, they still got a picky attitude, says Slab. I'm sure they do, man. The fish around here, the lakes around here are just getting done turning over, and so the fishing has been better. It's not as good right now, but still good. You just got to work a little bit. But as soon as these legs kind of settle and turn over all the way, then I feel like the bite's going to get really, really good for a while. And so, you know, as always, you guys, if you're interested, donations are always welcome. Cash App, Super Chats, whatever you feel the best about. You know, that always goes right back into the channel and helps me out tremendously. I'll put my Cash App in there too. So if you're interested, you know, that stuff's always there. I'm gonna really try and figure out a way to do lake breakdowns for the winter as well. So y'all just stay with me on that, and I'm gonna get something about that figured out. So let's see. And again, I apologize. I had to start a new stream. My other stream was just not letting me do anything, and so I had to start a new one. That's probably why it's a little slow in here. I know I posted that link earlier yesterday, but it's a different link. Chris Thomas, thanks so much for being here. I was going to ask about the turnover here in North Texas. Yeah, Chris, for me, it's usually it seems like it's October, but so what it takes is it just takes a really drastic change, drastic cool off, and you know, it was 110, 108 there for a long time. Then all of a sudden we had like 3 to 4 days where it was in the 70s, 80s, and you know, it was 66 degrees Monday morning when I got my trip going, and that right there will flip that lake. But now it's getting hot again, and so it's supposed to be, I think it was pushing 100 today again, and so it might kind of re-stratify it a little bit, and it might take it a little bit longer to completely turn over, but it can be kind of a tricky time of year for that to happen. Just those fish just can sense that, and so the bite for me has gotten a little tougher. Still catch a fish, just have a few more small fish to weed through, but it'll get better. If it can just stay cool consistently, it will definitely get better. Television Pilot, I've heard word on a few others turning over. Yeah, it's definitely trying to turn over. Just I'm not sure, you know, the exact. It's really going to take it getting cooler. It's going to probably do this for a while where it cools off, gets warm, cools off, and so I'm sure it's going to take it a little bit. Slab Buster even had minnows. They would not touch one and gave it to them several different ways, rigged in the tail, dorsal fin, and lips. None. Nope, didn't want them. Yeah, man. Those, black crappie in particular, Slab, man, they'll get picky on you. There's some lakes around here that I fished at those black crappie, even certain creeks with those black crappie in them, they just get really, really touchy. But that's crappie for you. So I'm still catching my fish. So the lakes around here are getting really low, and that's a problem for two reasons. First reason is the creeks. Obviously, we need rain for the creeks, and so I'm really trying to figure out, like, we need some rain. There'll still be plenty of creek action, but we're going to have to probably drive around a little bit, spend a little more time in the boat. But I think we'll get some rain. We're in an El Nino year, and so I feel like come October we're going to get some rain. There's been some years when the lakes around here flood in October, so I'm holding out hope that they pick up some good rain. I mean, several of the lakes around here 4.5 foot low, and that's just not going to cut it. So we definitely need some rain, so do the rain dance. But we'll see. Definitely not holding out hope, or not losing hope. Crappie Express, thanks for being here, Crappie Express. Hope all is well, by the way. All my brush piles I put on Louisville are all shallow now. Creeks are nearly dry. Yep. And that's going to be the case until we get some rain. I mean, there's some creeks on Louisville that will have fish up until 6-7 foot low, but it's going to be super limited, which I don't mind. If they're that low, I'll adjust and I'll get out there and still make it happen. It's just going to be totally different than what I've been doing the last few years. So Yep, when those black crappie turn on, it's on, and boy, did they fight. You'll have some days where your arms are sore from those black crappie because they're fighting so hard. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not sure how. Let me see. So I'm just gonna look at some lake levels right now. I'm just gonna go through them real quick. Bridgeport is 14 foot low. Eagle Mountain 7, almost 8 foot low. Lake Worth 2 3/4. Ben Brooks 12.5. Joe Poole's 2 foot. Mountain Creek's not too bad, but I don't really know anybody that fishes there regularly. Ray Roberts is pretty much 2 foot. Louisville and Grapevine are about 4.5 foot. Levon's 5 foot low. Ray Hubbard's 4 foot low. Cedar Creek's 3.5. Navarro Mills is 2. Bardwell 1.5, and Richland Chambers is 2.5 foot low. So we need rain, bad. Yeah, Bridgeport, Chris, is one of those ones that they tend to drain that water out. Benbrook's another one too. Benbrook, they suck that water out of there for people to water their yards and drinking water and stuff. Crappie Express, the creeks I went by had hardly any water, basically mud hole. I didn't travel up much because of how shallow they were at the mouth. Yep. Excuse me. Yeah, Crappie Express. That's going to be the issue, is those fish being able to get in there or not. There's going to be water in the creek per se, but as far as them getting into the creek, excuse me, that's where it's going to get kind of touchy. Man, I think Television Pilot, I think Crappie Express's piles were in like, excuse me, in no water at all to begin with. I think they were pretty shallow. So we'll see how that does. But yeah, so as far as the channel, you guys, I've been kind of honestly just kind of putting the channel on the back burner. Oh, okay, 13 to 15. I thought they were a little shallower than that, but yeah, so they're probably an 8 or 10 foot, something like that. But so the channel I've been kind of putting on the back burner a little bit. A lot of my videos right now are pretty repetitive. They don't get a ton of views, but I'm gonna put out, as many as I can in between trips, and just know as soon as I can get to some of these creeks and get the creek bite going, we're gonna be getting them going. A couple more 10 foot, you can hit tops of some. Oh yeah, I bet you can, man. So for the creek season, we are about a month away. Probably a little more. Usually about November 1st is when I start getting serious with it. And we obviously got to have some cold fronts and stuff, to help push that along. Slab Buster, yep, for 2 weeks. End of October to the first week of November, they're dropping Neely Henry 5 foot for dock repair on the lake. That's a lot. On that lake, it never drops more than 2 foot. Oh man, yeah, I was seeing Lake Conway over in Arkansas. They're getting ready to drain the whole lake and redo the whole thing. I don't know how they can do that, but they're doing it. They're draining the lake completely. Gonna redo some of the stuff on the dam and stuff like that, I believe. So, but yeah, this banner looks pretty good. I do like how that banner looks. So, yeah, let me see what all I missed. Saju, thanks for being here. See you soon in the creeks. Yes, I will be there as soon as I can get them. I'm ready. Slab Buster, a lot of the boat ramps won't be able to be used. Yeah. Speaking of that slab, so some of the lakes around here, I'm having trouble finding boat ramps that are usable. There's some that I can use, but I'm like, I have to use all my might to get the boat off the trailer. And there's others that are better. So it's just been a long, dry summer here. And last year was very, very similar too. We ended up getting some rain in October, I believe, end of October, I believe, or maybe it was November. And the creek came up pretty good. So we're going to have to hope that happens again. And hopefully it happens within the next month or so. So by the time it gets right, the fish are in there. Oh, yeah, Crappie Express. That's right. So we were talking. Me and Crappie Express were talking about this a while back. If you if you fish, so if you're right-handed, so I'm right-handed, but I reel with my left hand. So how do you guys reel? Do you reel if you're right-handed with your left, and if you spinning reel? So just like an open face spinning reel. Slab. So there's rain. It's been raining, but it's not enough, man. The problem is it's been so dry that when it rains, the ground soaks it all up, and you can't even tell it rained. There's still big cracks in my backyard that you can't even. I mean, it's bad. Like we need a lot. We really need a tropical system of some sort, but I don't think we're gonna get it. So. Yep, I'm just like Crappie Express. I cast like that, and then I reel with my left. I'm right-handed, so. Spinning reel, I reel left-handed. Bait caster, reel with right hand. Yep, reel with left, cast with the right. I'm right-handed and use my left to reel. Nice, yeah, that's what we did. That's what we usually do. Hey, Mark Spurgeon, thanks for being here. The only lakes I know about that still has a good level of water within 100 miles of you are Martin Creek and Canton, and Lake Holbrook and Mineola. Nice. Appreciate that, Mark. I hope you're doing well, by the way. I think I've looked at Holbrook before and want to get out there as soon as I can. Yeah, so we were just curious to see yeah, that's interesting because I've never heard that because I'm always been right, cast right, reel left on a spinning reel. So, man, hope y'all get some soon. I know how that is, those drought years. Yeah, it's tough. We've been very fortunate the last few years and had a lot of rain, and so I think our luck's kind of run out. It's been about 10 years this year from our last, what I would consider serious drought, so. We are gonna have to see. Just fingers crossed we get a bunch of rain. So at least we're getting rain now. So I just have to hold hope that we're gonna get the right one and it's gonna make it good. Television pilot makes more sense if you're right-handed to cast with the right and horse a fish with right. Yep. You have more use with your right, so you can kind of work the fish and just reel up the line. Pork chop, thanks for being here. I cast right and reel right. Huh. Which hand do you use to? Oh, I see. So you you swap it back and forth every cast. That's interesting. I like the name, by the way. It makes me want some pork chops now. But we were just curious to see what everyone's answers were. Too much work? Yeah, you'd have to swap it for sure. Bait caster, throw right and swap back to the left hand, reel right. Mark Spurgeon, you need to come out on out. I will put you on some deep docks. It has 3 springs, which keeps the water up. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I'd love to, Mark, man. I'd love to get out there. We're gonna make it happen one day, man. Just right now with my boys, I'm hard pressed to get away at all, especially anywhere with any distance. I've been having to stay pretty close on guide trips and videos, and so I'm hoping I'll be able to kind of branch out a little more soon. So yeah, I wish that the springs is definitely what's gonna help. I wish we had some lakes around here with springs in them, and I don't believe we do. I don't believe so, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Pork chop, I'm a dominant right-hander, tried reeling left, and it's a mess. Gotcha, pork chop. Television, I cast a bait caster with my right, and then dig the bird's nest out with my right. There you go, me too, man. Slab buster, I've always did it that way. If you look at most pros, they do the same thing. Reeling and reel spinning reel with left hand. Yep. Yeah, Crappie Express. It all started when a fishing guy on the coast said I was weird reeling with my left hand. I was like, what are you talking about? Everyone reels with the left hand. That's pretty funny, man. Oh, sweet, Mark. Thanks so much, man. Thanks, man. We have to make like a weekend trip or something. They would love it. Appreciate that, Mark. What's up, Cruz? Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I got a guide trip in the morning. I've been checking the wind. Looks like we're gonna have some wind. South wind 10 to 15, gust to 20. 30% chance of storms after 4 o'clock, so we'll see how that goes. Slab, a buddy of mine reels right-handed and says I'm backwards. That's funny. Let me see. I said, I guess everyone else is too. Ollie the Cuz, thanks so much for being here. Keep grinding, kid. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's what I'm gonna keep doing, you guys. I'm just gonna keep pumping videos out. I'm really planning to put a ton of effort into YouTube this fall when the creek stuff starts up. That's when, you know, I can justify it. That's when views are a little better and the fishing's a little easier. I don't have to take the boat every time. It's just more interesting. Take the kayak, things like that. So definitely planning on really putting an effort into that and going to try and upload as much as I possibly can. So when that time comes around, if y'all could really help me out and share the videos, like, engage, and then my Facebook as well. I'm going to try and be more active on there and stuff. So so there's really trying to grow my Facebook page as well. I'm trying to post on there as regularly as I have something to post about. I don't want to just post a bunch of nonsense, but when I have something to post, I'm going to post it on there and try to share it if y'all can. That's really going to help me out. And so just going to keep grinding. Chris, reel left, boat flip right, grab the lip left, and remove the hook right. Chris, that's it right there. That's the whole move right there. That's it, man. You got it. Slab Buster. It's been a weird summer here as far as the fishing. The crappie in the Coosa River have been super shallow water all summer. Could be because just the thermocline maybe is super shallow, so those fish are having to stay shallow. Who knows? But I know I'm catching fish a lot shallower right now than I usually am, just because they don't have anywhere else to go. The lakes are low, and so if they want to get around cover, they have to be in a certain depth, and so, you know, it's what it is. We're gonna see tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to fish a little different area, and we're gonna see what that entails. I mean, I definitely, you know, there's definitely gonna be fish on that stuff. It's just a matter of how good and how many spots am I gonna have to hit to try and get my guys' limit. So we'll see. Crappie Express, man. So I'm catching them as shallow as like 10 to 12 foot, and I'm talking like that's the whole depth of water. Like the bottom's 10, 12 foot, all the way out to about 22, 23 at the tops. But it definitely seems like there for a while that 20-foot plus stuff was really producing better fish, and now that's not the case. It definitely seems like that the oh yeah, that's true, Slab. I forgot about that. It is a thermocline. That's interesting. Maybe current related or something like that. But that deeper stuff's just not producing the same. The shallower stuff has been covered in fish, but a lot of little fish, and so what I've been having to do is just hop from spot to spot, pick off 2 or 3, maybe 5 keepers a spot, and just do that, you know, a few times, and that's how I'm getting my guys fish. And it's definitely different than most years. Most years, I mean, I catch them shallow, but we're talking like 15, 14 foot, not 10 to 12 foot, but lakes are 4 to 5 foot low, so that's probably why. Pescando con Roger, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. That reminds me. So I'm gonna be really trying to do some different stuff this winter. Really gonna try to do some different stuff. That's all I can say for now. So just be on the lookout for that this winter. Just another way for you guys to support the channel and get something in return. So Crappie Express water was chilly this past week. Yeah, Monday. So when I launch my boat just about anywhere, I'm having to get in the water because the ramps are so shallow. Excuse me. Had to get in the water on Monday, and it was pretty chilly. It was pretty chilly. Yeah, it could be an oxygen deal slab. There could just be like dead zones, where there's not as good of oxygen or something along those lines. Could be, yeah. The shade could have something to do with it too. And two, sometimes if there's a lot of current, those fish will get out of the current in shallow water. I see that a lot in the creek, especially in the spring when they're flooding a lot. Those fish will get in no water to get out of current. But it's usually got to be some pretty good current. But yeah, well, you guys, I don't have a ton else to talk about. I don't want to keep everyone on here forever. Yep, Roger, some creek mouths are dry. It's going to be an interesting year for sure on the creeks. There'll definitely still be fish caught in creeks, and I know of some that I could probably go pretty quick and catch them. Rainer, thanks for being here. What's up? It's just gonna be tough. Like, it's gonna be a very, how do I put it? People are gonna be on top of each other. That's really how it's gonna be. Luckily, I'm gonna be able to get out there during the week and try to cut down on some of that, but there's not gonna be a ton of places to get on these creek fish. There's really not. But if I can get on them, I'm gonna try my best to get on them as much as possible. Pro-Am, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. I was seeing we got rain chances pretty much every day. So, like I said, tomorrow afternoon we got rain chance. Tomorrow night, Friday there's a 20%. Saturday there's a 20%. Saturday night 30%. Sunday 40%. Sunday night's 50%. So we're definitely moving in the right direction. So I really feel like come October, when this El Nino sets in, we're gonna start picking up some good rain. Let's see, I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's saying they're gonna get some good rain later this week, so hopefully that's the case. Paul, Gwen, thanks so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. That goes right back into the channel and helps more than you will ever know. I really appreciate it. Crappie Express Ray Roberts is about 2 foot low. I think it's 1.98, so it's pretty much 1 foot. Or 2 foot, sorry. And hopefully not at one. Yeah, man. Television pilot, it's kind of a slippery slope. It's kind of, you want, I kind of do want it to do it all at once, because I think that's what it's going to take to soak this ground up, run off. So I really think it's going to have to come all at once to make a difference. And if it does it all at once, let's say it does it in October, it's done and over with, and the rest of the year, hopefully we can catch fish. The water clear up a little bit. Rainer, I'm late coming in, but I'll ask something. No problem. If you're fishing brush and it's loaded and catching 10-inch fish or smaller, do you move or try to keep fishing for bigger fish? Rainer, that's a good question. So, you know, with live scope, I use live scope, you guys. It works good for me. I'm into catching fish and I have no problem using it. And so when I'm using live scope, I can usually tell based on the marks on what, you know, the live scope unit. I can tell if there's bigger fish there and if I'm just not getting to them. Or sometimes there's bigger fish there and I can't get them to bite. So if I don't see any bigger fish on live scope, I'm gone. Now, if we're catching keepers, then we'll probably stay. But if they're sub 10, especially if I got a trip, you know, a lot of my guys obviously want to catch keepers to take home. And so, like, I'll leave those small fish, even though they're fun to catch and they're a lot of action. I got to get out of there and find keeper fish. But even some of those times, I have to really kind of, you know, check and see. Those bigger fish a lot of times won't bite for me. And so it's just one of those things. It just kind of depends. Let me see, television. No, man, it's the fish tank. I'm hoping it's not too noisy. Hopefully it's not too noisy. Let's see. Let me go up. Kind of lost where I was at. Pro Am says we will need tropical storms for a week to get the lakes back to normal. Yeah, we're gonna need something pretty drastic. Yep. Television pilot's right. No live scope and all smalls. Move for sure. Yep. Just right on. Slapbuster, you ever use a tree thumper by B&M? I have 11-footer. Love that rod. It's got some backbone. I have not used that one yet, Slab. I got some, I have the 10-foot diamond, and then I have the 8-foot. It's the Uncle Buck's, but it's like a it's like an updated version. It's not the same old version, the dark blue one. This is a lighter blue color, and I love it so far. I only got to fish with it once, but my clients have been fishing with them, and so I've been really liking it so far. Rainer 9-inch are legal, but I like them at 10. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things, you know. At least for me, I've noticed lately that the bigger fish are kind of on places that there's not as many fish. And so let's say you pull up on a brush pile, or especially condos lately. Condos, there'll be you'll pull up, you'll see 4 or 5 fish, something like that, and they'll have bigger fish on them, it seems like. Television pilot says a guy he knows has a tree thumper and he likes it, Slab. So let's see. Well, yeah, you guys, like I said, I mean, I don't have a ton else to talk about. I'm just gonna kind of start wrapping things up. Yeah, Slab, man, I love my B&M stuff. Yes, I work with them, but you guys, I was buying B&M way before I ever started working with them. It's just, I mean, I really genuinely enjoy their product and love their rods. And I'm guiding with them multiple days a week and have no issues with them. And yeah, I mean, they pay the bills for me and keep it, you know, I keep one in my hand at all times. And so, you know, they've been around for as long as they have for a reason, is the way I always like to think of it. Television pilot, you got any bluegills or crappie in that tank? Nope. I keep trying to get her to let me do that, but she won't let me. Maybe if y'all ask her enough, she'll let me put a crappie in there. That'd be pretty cool for some videos, put a pet crappie in there. Mark Spurgeon slab, you'll never go wrong with the B&M. I've been using them for over 60 years and only broke one in all those years. Nice, man. Yeah. Brooms and mops. Yep. I told one of my clients that on, I forget if it was Sunday or Monday. That's where the name came from, and they were pretty funny. Yeah, Television Pilot says he likes stiffer rods but likes using B&M. Yeah, that's the thing too. B&M's got so many different kinds. Like it depends. The Sam Super Sensitive or Super Ultralight, and then that Diamond series has some pretty good backbone. So really just kind of depends on what you like. Should I put a crappie in the tank when she's not looking? I'm going to have to sneak one in there. I bet I could catch one small enough to put in it. They love me. That's funny. Yeah, I've definitely caught some small fish lately myself. Ray, thanks for being here. After today, when are you going live again? That's a good question, Ray. I'm honestly not sure at this moment. I don't know when, but as soon as I have something of interest, I will definitely go live again. Nice slab. Yeah, those Sams are my favorite. I'm different than most, you know. I really like super ultralight. I'm not into, you know, yanking out 3-pound fish, 2.5-pound fish, and just yanking them out of the water. With any fish that I catch, I want to make it sporty. You know, I got 6 and 4-pound monofilament, that super ultralight rod, and play the fish out. Give them a chance. You know, they're crappie after all. They're not super powerful fish. Pet crappie for the win, says Television Pilot. You can name it S. Liz. There you go. Stay tuned. We'll see if I can sneak a crappie in there. This is probably gonna be my live stream room for the foreseeable future. I got this banner set up, and so that's kind of the plan on that. Yeah, slab. They are flimsy but tough at the same time. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to join me and chat crappie. I can talk all day, so I'm going to kind of jump off here, get the boys ready for bed, and rest myself and be ready for in the morning. So, yep, that's right. It's not fun if you're not scared. That's true. Crappie Express, that's fun. That's a good one. So, thanks so much again, Paul, for super chat. Thanks every single one of you guys and gals for being here. Thanks, Chris, for being here. I appreciate it. And thanks for all this continued support, you guys. We just crossed over 13.3K thousand subscribers. You know, that's 13. It blows my mind. 13,300 people have thought enough of my channel to hit the subscribe button. So couldn't do it without you guys, and really appreciate it. That could be a shirt, Crappie Express. That is true. That'd be a good one. That's right up my alley. Good night, Pork Chop. Thanks so much for being here. Tight lines, everyone. And stay safe out there on the water. We'll catch you in the next one. Y'all take it easy.